This is Calvin Waite. I trade crypto for a living. I'm not a registered or licensed financial advisor, planner, or broker, so nothing on this channel should be taken as a recommendation to buy or sell. I also trade all of these things, so I probably have a vested interest in there. But there's plenty of entertainment value and lots of education, so this will be awesome. For those of you who didn't know, my subscription channel is live. So look at the link in the description over at cryptoinfluencers.com, and you can see how I make all of my trades and what I do and what I think about everything. This channel is for more hypothetical and looking at trends, and the other one is for actual trading. So you might be interested in that.
Okay, guys, this is phenomenal. I'm so excited. We had a bullish engulfing close at the bottom of this move. We are looking good. Oh man, this is so exciting. So we're not completely out of the woods, but we have a couple of things that are really looking good, really good. Before I get all into that though, I just wanted to remind you that in 2 days, it's the last day to just subscribe to my free channel and be entered into the just the giveaway. So it's this free one right here on cryptoinfluencers.com. Just go ahead and do that. Tomorrow is live stream day, and I am playing around with some new software to see if maybe I can have a better outcome. So we will see how this goes. hopefully it'll work, and hopefully I can get it set up. So brace yourselves if I'm a little late or something, but 12:30 Mountain Time is my goal, so 2:30 Eastern. But yeah, oh, this is really nice. We had a really solid drop. I was hoping that we'd get some kind of a turnaround before we got down into these lower ranges down here, and it looks like we are getting it. If this bullish engulfing candle can hold us up for a couple of candles, we have a couple of critical things that we're not out of the woods yet. We've got some things to battle. The most important one is the 20, because the 20 can hold resistance for a long time. Crossing the 20 is kind of a big move, and we can struggle. Bitcoin's slow to move on the other side of this, so this can be a rejection, and in fact we touched it today as if it was, but we'll see how things play out. The other thing that's coming up here is our 50, and our 50 is really low, 17,300. That is $400 away, where we just recently touched it. Touching it again would be phenomenal. It would be so good. We don't usually, touch the 50 every day, and if we're getting to the point where we're touching it regularly, or we do a couple of attempts in a short period, the odds of us breaking it are better. And if we can exit the red zone at this stage, it would be very helpful. So we just might survive this last part of December. Yeah, this is phenomenal. I've been talking about how the 50 is coming down, and we have only 7 more days of candles up above, and our 50 will flatten out. Well, our 50 is going to flatten out like in the 16,000s. So it's going to be really hard to not cross the 50 in a couple more days. So we're talking like, Christmas Day or something, we could easily cross. But that just means that we can't have our bottom fall out. And if this can give us some support, that would be really helpful. Because all we need to do is go sideways. If we can go sideways, this chart will get more and more bullish. We just need to go sideways. And proof of that is, not necessarily proof, but my lovely pattern matcher that I love to use. We are matching September of 2015 again. So this kind of had dropped off a little bit because we had fallen down too far. But now we're matching it pretty well. In fact, the highest variance is only 13%, and it's matching September 22nd of 2015. I think it's worth looking at this date. Let's go look at it. September 22nd of 2015. Look what we were doing on this day. September. What's interesting about this entire time frame is that September of 2015, we had already had our first cycle bottom. We had kind of gone up, and then we had sort of a double. There was sort of a we're out of the woods. No, we're not. We're out of the woods. No, we're not. We had kind of a fake out. And what we kind of did is we had our bottom, and then we kind of had this move here, but instead of doing this second move up, we kind of immediately got this second fall off. And so this bottom here is sort of, let's invert the size of this. This drop was up here, and this drop is exactly what we were doing now. So there's a lot of rhymes, and I've seen a lot of technical analysts referring that if we're matching any period in Bitcoin's history, it's probably 2015. Well, this time frame looks very interesting, doesn't it? Because let's just call these candles here the FTX drop. And then most recently, we had an attempt. We had an attempt to move to higher ranges. And then we came back down, and we were starting to get a little shaky. Like this support was getting questionable. The reason why is, as you can see, let me move in here where we can really see really good. You can see that our candle bodies were losing steam. We had a lot of wicks for support, but the candle bodies were telling a story that we were dropping. We came up, and then we established a slightly higher high, and then it started looking concerning because we had this drop that was putting us below. It was the lowest candle body close for about a month, like maybe 3 weeks, something like that. And so things were getting a little nervous. Well, what changed it for us? It was a bullish engulfing candle. And this bullish engulfing candle is, drum roll please, September 22nd of 2015. That is the day that we are matching most closely, because we've had our drop, we've had our kind of our struggle to the upside, we moved a decent amount up, and now we've started falling apart. And the question is how well will we hold? We just got a bullish engulfing candle at close, and that is this day right here. Right there. So we have a pretty sweet chance. If this candle pattern can pull us up over the next few days and we can recoup this, you can see a couple of interesting things about the structure of this chart. All right, this thing has a pause button, so I can sneeze, and hopefully you didn't know. Anyway, all right, so this candle body that had this bullish engulfing candle, it was below the 20. So we had recently rejected off the 20, so this is not fully exactly what we're doing. 20 is going sideways in this chart, but we're below the 20. The bullish engulfing candle got us barely above the 20, and then we found it as support, and then we crossed the 50, and then we were off. Man, if we could just do that, I'm telling you, this would be so awesome. Oh, we're so close. So close. So anyway, we need some sideways. We kind of need to get away from the downward momentum here. And we have to figure out if there's pressure left over from this, because if we have a bounce after a drop, if we resist and have a lower low down here, does that push us into fresh lows, or how do we do? So we're all just watching this unfold, one day at a time, and we'll kind of play it by ear. But I am loving this close, really, really pretty. And then Ethereum had a pretty strong close. It's in the same range. We're below the 20, we're below the 50. All of our averages are falling, but man, we've got all of our major averages really close. Here's our 200, really, really tight in vicinity. It'd be really cool if we lifted off this line. Been watching this for a long time, but 8 months on this line here, and we just recently hit it as support, and support as recently as yesterday. So if we could just get off of this line and get moving, it would really, really, really be nice. But yeah, so our 200 on Bitcoin is now at 20,300 and falling. So let's just zoom out a teeny bit. Here's day 200. So in another week, the 200 will start to flatten out, and it will be it'll be below 20,000. So the cool thing about getting all of our averages down here is that when you start actually getting some momentum and picking your way through the 50 and the 100 and the 200, and especially if they're close, so you can easily do it. You can easily change the complete formation of a chart, and you can really show a lot of strength very quickly. So really, really cool. Excited to see these things develop. But yeah, so check in tomorrow. The live stream will happen tomorrow afternoon, and I'll do my best. I've got a loud house, but we'll just roll with it. It's the way. It's the story of my life. And the other thing is make sure you subscribe to my free channel over here, and we're gonna give $100 to 10 people, so that would be cool. All right, everyone, have an awesome night, and hopefully this recording turns out good. I'm looking forward to using better software. I keep having issues, so hopefully this will keep things nice and smooth for me. All right, have a good one, everyone.
Thanks for making it to the end of my video. Make sure you keep those trades small. Don't force a trade. Don't get impatient. And if you want to see how all this works, please come over and check me out on the subscription channel at cryptoinfluencers.com. Again, the link is in the description.